getting bands or rappers or whatever to be a part of a show that I'm promoting. Like I reach out to like, sometimes I'll reach out to like 30 people and only like 3 people I hear from, and they're like totally locked in, totally down to do it. So
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes
It's all about
yeah,
networking, man.
yeah. Sometimes you gotta like just hit up a lot of people in order to like make
Yeah,
that. I'm sure you already know that, and I'm sure
yeah, yeah. You like you
I'm
hit
sure you're
20 and expect like
yeah,
two, man. You know,
yeah, yeah. It's crazy. I'm sure you're doing that too. I'm just saying,
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
you're probably gonna reach out to like a lot of people.
Very
Um,
true, man. But it's just about like making your chances higher and trying to get like a better like deal out of it. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Um.
But
Uh,
so are you looking to like do like a studio recording type of deal with that
yeah,
project?
I just really like all I know is that I need like a synth slash keyboard player, a bassist, and a drummer. I just know that like those three things are like something I need. Like you know what I mean? The singing wise on those tracks, I can't fucking do, you know what I mean? They're really high, like, and I don't want to change the key because if I change the key, it's not gonna sound as right or as good, you know. So
That's true.
I was thinking about like just straight up just like walking in a church, you know, all those like choirs going on, and just like picking out my favorite singers that I like the most, and
Yeah,
just like going up to them, you know.
sometimes churches organize like
Yeah,
specific concert nights at like the church.
yeah,
Or they do specific like,
yeah.
sometimes for like a holiday or something. It's like, oh,
True,
it's Thanksgiving or fucking or whatever, and they got, you know, I don't know.
true, true.
Thanksgiving's not coming up, but
Yeah, they do all these like gospel and soul songs, you know, and
yeah,
they're all just like they're just amazingly like capable singers, you know. Like if I practiced like every day for 3 years, I still like couldn't do like what they do. Like they just have a lot of control and a lot of like high register. I mean, like I'm talking about like the women, you know, because like the guys, like a lot of guys like have amazing voices and a lot of control and stuff, but it's just like in gospel and stuff they're better in like the lower octaves and stuff like that. For the songs that I need a higher like kind of register, so the only person that could do that is a woman, you know, because I can't even do it. Like I do it falsetto just to reach the note, but like in the end of the day it's falsetto, so it's like really weak and you're not really singing, you're just using your head voice, you know.
I mean, yeah, they're
Yeah,
you'll find somebody,
yeah, yeah,
you'll find a couple people,
yeah,
at least. Yeah, I mean, they're out there. There are
yeah.
people that want to be a part of the exact kind of project
Exactly,
that you're
yeah.
talking about, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I remember I was putting together a band that had like a saxophone player and a trumpet and stuff. Actually, like right where you live at Linsmore Tavern,
Oh, really? Okay.
and yeah, and I remember like I really at times I didn't think it was just kind of like a
Mhm.
idea in my head, like this is the band that I want, and then eventually I found people, but
Oh, okay.
there's tons of different ways to like find musicians nowadays too. There's online stuff, or
Yeah, yeah, I was just gonna say like
actually
online
I think
too.
I met Jacob through like this weird fucking website called like Band Mix or some shit like that.
Oh shit, really? I thought you guys just like met in Kensington or something.
No, I
Because that's
mean,
how I met you guys. Like I got to know you guys from supermarket.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, like
Yeah,
this is like years ago. Like it was some weird website called Band Mix or something, and I
yeah,
got like a message on Facebook from him or
mhm,
whatever, and I was like,
yeah.
yeah. And then I think I jammed with like him and Michelangelo and or
Yeah, where's
Michael.
that guy? He's a nice guy. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I haven't seen him in years too. He just like
it's
disappeared. That's a
there's
sick name, by the way. Imagine your name is Michelangelo. That's fucking awesome.
yeah, it is. I think
Pretty
it's
cool, man.
like like a COVID thing where like
Yeah,
once
some people just like went somewhere and then come back, you know?
pretty much like just off,
Yeah,
just
true.
changing everything up, man.
True, true. It's pretty funny, man.
come
Yeah,
back.
there were a lot of people that I was like really close with before COVID, and COVID hit, and just like I don't even like hear, from them. I don't know where they even like where they are even.
People have gone like super crazy too. Like
Yeah,
there are people in my family that like my extended family, whatever, and like just
yeah,
like shit's happened where like people were just like totally chill, and then like you know something just happened,
yeah.
and then like I don't know, they get all like into like conspiracy theories or whatever, like during the course
Yeah.
of COVID, right? And then like they're just like
Yeah.
fucked. They're just
Yeah,
like
some people, man, are just they're not like immune to certain situations. They have like severe like they get paranoid very easily and stuff like that. And sometimes you could use that for your advantage. I actually like during COVID, man. I had this landlord, bro. She was like a pain in the fucking ass. And right before I left, this was during COVID. I got like this. I know she's like really like small minded. She'll fall for anything. And one day she was just like she had sage and she was just running around the house. She just came into my like place and just like went into my room and just like sage and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck is up with this bitch? And then and then right before I left, because she gave me a hard fucking time, man, the whole time I was there. You know, I got like this wooden like cardboard thingy, and I drew like satanic like symbols, and I just wrote like falafel and shawarma in Arabic and shit like that. But she couldn't know, she wouldn't know. And then I just left her the wooden thing in the place, and I left. And then I knew later from my friends, they told me like, "Oh my God, she was scared shitless, man. She thought the whole place was cursed and shit." And all I wrote
yeah,
was fucking
yeah.
like stupid Arabic shit.
Man, all that spirituality shit is good. Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
just shows
that's
you like you
fucking
can get paranoid from
hilarious,
anything,
man. You just writing like hot dog in fucking
Yeah,
Arabic and shit.
yeah, man.
No, that whole thing, like the spirituality thing, man. It.
Yeah,
Some people think they're spiritual, and they have like minor psychosis induced by
yeah,
like some kind of event that occurred to them or something,
yeah.
and they think it's like, oh, I'm tapped in, to the universe, whatever. But like,
True.
and other times, bro, like people are just, they're having fun, and
Yeah, yeah.
it makes them feel good the same way religion might, and
Yeah, I mean,
whatever,
like,
right?
man, like, as long as it's making you feel better and you're not like harming anyone around you, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? But
Or not
like,
harming yourself too.
yeah, not harming yourself exactly. But like, a lot of the shit is not that like a lot of that shit actually like does harm though. Not all of it, of course, but like when like giving this lady like the example of this lady, and she just comes into my fucking room with fucking sage. You know what I mean? Because she thinks there's a devil in my room. Like, what the fuck, bro? You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Like that's fucked up. Like you just can't do that. It's rude.
Yeah, well, it's more than fucking rude, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
man.
That's like
I got her
it's
back
just
though. I got her
weird.
back.
Yeah. As like a landlord too, to like pull shit like that. It's like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
It's
It's pretty funny.
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it can kind of be like it can just kind of I don't know, be weird. It's just
Yeah,
doesn't sort of also like when I'm kind of thinking about like when people do the sort of like, oh, I don't want to date you because
yeah.
you're
Your energy is like fucked or
you're
something.
or like you're whatever your sign is or something.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
but
like,
sometimes like intuition like plays a role. Like sometimes like you'd have a bad feeling about a person, usually you're right, but other times it's just like fast judgment, you know what I mean? Like
I find it hard sometimes, and I think it's hard for anybody, no matter what they say, to sometimes decipher between like intuition and paranoia, right? Like it's
true.
pretty like at times those things you get better at it if you practice it, but at the same time, like there's also something to be said about just taking things at face value, even though that might seem like you're uncomfortable with that because you want to know what's going on behind the curtain. But it's like, if
Mm,
you're just constantly looking for what someone's real intentions are with what they're saying, you're just gonna like fuck up your relationships and shit too, because you're just gonna be like,
True.
you're just gonna come off as like a paranoid fuck, I think.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah, man. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of that, man. But sometimes you are right though. Like sometimes I'd have like a bad, like I told you, like intuition about a person. I just feel like, oh fuck, this person is not really, just getting bad vibes. But there's no logic behind it. You know what I mean? It's just an inner gut feeling. We can't like say this person is good or bad or not. But then like fast forward like a week or like 2 weeks later, and you find out something fucked about that person. It's like fuck, I felt it. You know, sometimes you're right and sometimes you're wrong. Like there's no like rule for it. You know.
That's a fact. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's true, man. There's like
You know who I'm talking about, for example. You know what I mean? Like that person that did some fucked up shit and left the whole fucking city because of it. I had a bad feeling about him. You know what I mean?
yeah, no,
Like,
me
you
too
know what
for
I mean?
sure. Yeah, there are other people too where it's just like some things you just see and you're like, I feel like this conversation would be, I feel like all of our conversations are way more interesting when we have names that we can actually like drop, or like we have like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, or like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, just shit that like we are not like on the air talking about, but like, yeah,
True.
there are people, I'll say, that like you just kind of catch a certain, and you've met people very similar to that before that have done weird shit too. You know, like
Yeah,
that's the other thing is like, not to like typecast people, but you live long enough and you're able to like really understand certain archetypes and certain like kinds of characters, and you know, you
yeah,
kind of like you know who to like stick around, you know where things are headed, you know, if you just like live long enough and spent a lot of time around. I think my
hmm,
smarts, like my people abilities, were pretty good when I was younger, but I think they're getting better all the time.
better. Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I
yeah.
think they're getting better all the time, just having been working with so many people, and then like knowing so many different types of people too.
Yeah.
It definitely helps you get better at just like understanding.
Yeah, like people.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Just like the actual intentions versus, you know, what's kind of going on,
yeah,
and
yeah.
also like being able to like see through bullshit too, like a lot of social media stuff, like
Yeah, you're able like to dissect like the bullshit like easier and shit.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Just a lot of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, on social media, everything like that. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
like you can kind of
not even in social media, everywhere, man. I swear, there's a lot of fucking bullshit in the world.
yeah, I think there always has been, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
people want to make money, and people say things that are, you know, grandiose that aren't, you know,
yeah,
sort of exact, you know. I mean, I get people all the time when I'm organizing shows. It's like they're like, yeah,
yeah.
I can bring out, you know, 100 people to the show or whatever. I'm like, okay, but you better come through with me. You better come
Yeah, it's
through
like
to me on that.
everyone's like trying to feed like fucking eat something out of the other person. You know what I mean? Everyone's just trying to fucking if they have no earning or like anything that'll make them any profits for themselves and anything like whether it's like money or dopamine or some shit. They sometimes they won't be like decent like just human beings. You know what I mean? Like if they're not like getting something out of you, they won't like give you the respect that you deserve. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, to think that like people in general are like that is not the
No, not
case.
people in general, but just like a lot like some people in the industry and just and everywhere.
Oh yeah. Oh
If you
yeah.
have no
Oh yeah,
value
for
to
sure.
them.
No, for sure. There's it depends, because people can be successful for so many different reasons. There are people that are successful in the same, you know, dinner tables in the same rooms as people who are also successful, and the one guy came from nothing and was poor and fucking grinded his ass off, and the other guy's
Yeah,
sitting across from him at the, you know, big big Grammy execs table or whatever the fuck it is.
Grammys are stupid, man. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson didn't take a Grammy for the Bad album that has like the way you make me feel and all that stuff. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Well,
What the fuck?
he got it for Thriller, and
He
wasn't
got
it
for
like
Thriller.
when did Bad come out?
Came in like '87, I think.
Okay, well there might have
It's
been
just stupid to me. It's just like
more competition at that
it's
time,
like
but
how can, and I don't want to like drop names, but how can like all those like fuck faces take Grammys and Michael Jackson didn't fucking take a Grammy for Bad, bro? One of the most like successful albums, and like
dude,
we all know the
it's a
songs.
TV show, man. You shouldn't take it
It is,
serious.
man.
You
It is. It's not
shouldn't
like
take it
who
seriously.
the
It's
fuck
just
made like are you to say who deserves what and
it's a TV show, man. You know, and the other
yeah,
thing is like I think that what should be the song of the year or regarded as the song of the year. First of all, like it's just music, it's not a competition, but I guess
yeah,
we need to do shit like this because it allows us to assign meaning to the art, and sometimes you got to do that because it's like if it just
mm,
stands on its own, like that's fun, and in reality it does stand on its own, but I don't know, I think we do these things and all of us kind of know that it's make believe in a lot of ways. Like it's kind of just fantasy. Like it's
yeah,
so meaningless. Like it to just say that like this is the song of the year or something like that. And it's a bunch of
yeah.
people that the people that are giving the awards. They don't show themselves. Like they're not on the screen. The people that are
Yeah, and they're
actually
usually, man, like to know what is good music, you have to like I'm not saying like this is every case, but you really have to have a sense of musicality, you know what I mean? And a lot of these fucks aren't even like half talented, and they're judging all these people. Bro, actually, come to think of it, fucking Michael Jackson didn't take any Grammy for Off the Wall either. Like fucking what the like Jesus fucking Christ, man. What is wrong with these people?
I don't. I think there are some artists that have just never won any though. Like some really amazing artists too that like never won anything. Like Michael Jackson still won Grammys. You think about some of the like incredible artists that like have just been
Yeah,
like their whole careers are snub. You know, like they're
yeah.
it's
Yeah, these
yeah
award
it's
things are
just
just stupid, man. They're
yeah.
just
There's
fucking.
just no. It's just I think all of us kind of know in the back of our heads that it's just like make believe too though. You know,
Yeah, man.
it's like I don't know. I
It's all
think that
based out of like fucking daddy issues, to be honest.
what.
I don't know. I just think it is.
You think the Grammys? Hold on. Let's pause. Pause, bro. You think that the Grammys are a product of daddy issues?
I mean, yeah, though everything bad in the world, or
Everything
most of it,
everything bad in
is
the world comes to, okay.
yeah, daddy issues, man. I swear.
I'm seeing that.
Uh,
It's starting to sink in a bit.
we all have it, man, one way or another. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, dude, you're not. That makes total sense. It's
Uh,